Zel boy army, how are you doing today? It is the Premier League team of the season, and I wanted to do a review of all the players. I've not used them all, obviously, because they all cost a lot. I've tried pretty much, how many is it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've tried about 8 of them. I've played quite a few. I've played against quite a few of them, and I think that I know the game well. I know the stats. I know how these cards will play. So I want to talk to you about the cards that I think are good value, which ones that I think are worth getting, which ones I would avoid based on the price, and yeah, ways to improve your team, and just a general review of the Premier League team of the season. This might be the best ever Premier League team of the season, or just the single team of the season we've ever seen, bar the ultimate team of the season weekend, which is obviously going to be the best. They've juiced so many cards up. It's actually crazy. Some of the ratings they've given to cards. Put Hen Doggy there. I'm amazed at quite how strong this team of the season was. Fair play to EA. I'm a bit gutted my boy Jack Grealish didn't get one. Anyway, if you like the content you've seen on the channel, boys, every day 7 PM, new spicy content helping you guys improve, from tutorials to player reviews to some of my rewards, gameplay tips, tactics, every day at 7 PM. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel as much as possible, trying to put the best content out for you boys, and if there's any videos you want to see, please let me know. But subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell notification, so every time a video goes live at 7, you know about it. It's the best way to get involved. Appreciate you watching, boys. Okay, we'll start with some of the worst ones. Dean Henderson, he's 44k at the moment. I would probably hold off getting him because you'll probably get him in your community team this season, but he has a pretty good card for an 88. He's pretty tall. I think he has the saves with feet trait, which is nice to have. He's just a very well-rounded card for 40k, and there's a lot of good English options at the moment, from Ben White, Joe Gomez, Kyle Walker. So he's the best English keeper right now. So if you need an English keeper to link in, I think he'll do a good job. ADAMA TRAORE, I've got all the price up on Footwiz. He is 460k. If you have an absolute god squad and want a crazy impact sub, this man will do the job. He's not clunky anymore on the ball. He's rapid. His finishing's pretty good. He's really strong. They even upped his weak foot on this, which is quite a noticeable upgrade in my opinion, because the 2-star weak foot was barely usable, whereas 3-star started to get, okay, might not be able to shoot as efficiently, but his passing will be a lot better on that. Makes him a lot more reliable. I think at 450k, it's about fair. He's got 99 pace and strength, for crying out loud. Good aggression, insane dribbling with a dead eye. His shooting and passing's really good. I do like this card. He's quite a fun card. It's not. He's a bit of a unique card, this FIFA. There's not many cards we ever see like this, with 99 pace and strength at this price. So if you want a bit of fun, I would like him. I would use him at striker or cam. His best positions are either impact sub or lamb or ram. Probably lamb, to be honest. WAN-BISSAKA, his price is just under 400k. If you can't afford Trent, or you're just a Man U fan, then WAN-BISSAKA is a very good option. With an anchor, he becomes one of the best fullbacks in the game right now. He's probably top 3 or 4. His weak foot's just a bit of an issue. His dribbling's really good. Like, that dribbling agility makes up for the weak foot a lot. His passing's pretty good. Trent's just a bit better because Trent's defending is slightly better. Not much better, but Trent's passing so much better, and this year fullbacks get used to play through balls down the line a lot. WAN-BISSAKA's good enough to do that, but I think this card is like 100k cheaper than Trent. That is about fair. This WAN-BISSAKA card is very usable. And Diddy, how much does this SBC cost? I think it was like 150k. For 150k, at this point of the game, he is one of the very good CDMs. He's not one of the elites because he can't shoot. But for his price, with that weak foot, he links to some very good Leicester players. If you have a bunch of untradables and you basically do him for free, he is a very good CDM at this point of the game. I wish they'd made him slightly quicker, but with a shadow or maybe even a catalyst to really boost that passing, he's a really good card that I'd highly recommend. KOVACIC, he is 225k. That is a bargain for this card. He's really quick. Shooting's okay. It's acceptable. It's a little bit low. His passing and dribbling's fantastic though, and those defending stats, it says 87, but that's because the heading accuracy is quite low, and heading accuracy is near irrelevant. Great aggression. He's very meta on this game. 4-star, 4-star. I think this card for 500k would be reasonable. For 200k, this is one of the best value cards in the game right now, I'd say, especially with the links in the Prem. And if you want a cheap, strong link, if you get that storyline Pedro later in the season to this KOVACIC, that is a very good pairing. This KOVACIC at CDM, centre mid, brilliant player. Jimenez, he is the objective. For a free objective, it's a pretty sick card, but the skill moves and the balance slightly hinder him. He'll still be very good though as an impact sub off the bench. I'd like him. Good card for free, one of the best we've had so far. Good weak foot. RICHARLISON, I paid 1.4 for him. He's now like just over 1.4. He is one of the best value cards in the game right now, and I say that for a card that's over 1 million. 4-star skill moves is nice. 5-star weak foot. But this card is rapid. Like, this card's nearly the same pace as Gold Mbappe. He's got ridiculous finishing with that finishing and shot power. His passing's very good. Like, this guy's an elite cam. His dribbling's very good. It's got to the point now where with an engine, he is really good on the ball. And he also has elite physicals. This card is probably in the top 10 strikers in the game right now. And when we're talking about the top 10 strikers, we're talking about the Sabios, the R9s, the Team of the CR7s that are costing 4-5 million plus. And he's Brazilian and Prem. So for this price, unreal value, and I like him so far. Rashford, in my opinion, I've seen people saying he's good value. I think he's overpriced. He's got a nice card with the skill moves, but he's more than double the price of ADAMA with the same weak foot. Yes, he has quite a few better stats in some areas, but I just don't like the idea of using him with that weak foot. As a lamb, maybe a ram if you like to just shoot from that side of them, he's good. If you're a Man U fan, he's a very usable card still. It's a shame he isn't a right mid. Obviously, in real life, he does play on left wing, but if he's a right mid, he'd have that triple link to WAN-BISSAKA. He'll still play well in game, but when you start to play against better people, that weak foot's just a little bit predictable. It's not an unreasonable price, but I don't think he's great value either. VARDY, on the other hand, I think he's gone under the radar a bit. He's under 1 million coins, links to lots of great Leicester players, and they upped his weak foot. When I saw him at 1 million coins, I said, bad value, 3-star weak foot. And then I looked at the card. 3-star weak foot upgrade to 4 makes him very good, to be honest. His dribbling's actually insane. Like, I don't think a VARDY card's ever had dribbling like this. He's rapid. His finishing's amazing. He's very good at passing. His dribbling's unreal. 99 composed reactions. Very good on the ball. If you put an engine on this card, I'm going to quickly check what level he is with an engine on. With an engine on, he is a 97 striker. He is a ridiculous card. It's nice to see VARDY, who's a very good player in real life, get a card that he deserves. Fantastic. Shame he doesn't have the skill moves, which does hinder it a bit. But for under 1 million coins and links to a lot of great English players, a fantastic card. MAHREZ, very popular, silky smooth on the ball, ram or cam, fantastic, under 1 million coins. One of the best dribblers in the game. His dribbling feels amazing in game. I've been using him, he feels very quick. I use him at ram, so he doesn't get as much use as I would like, but I still really enjoy using him. Fantastic, fun card to use. Yeah, there's not much more I can say. It's a great card. MAHREZ is always fun to use on FIFA. Has the finesse shot trait to cut inside. He scored a really good finesse for me with one of the goals he got. And then his shooting is very nice. Yeah, love this card. We'll keep using him for a good while. SOYUNCU, he's pretty cheap, I think. He's around 200k. At 200k, it's pretty good. With a shadow, it becomes a very good card. He has that aggression and strength that I always talk about. His passing's very good. And again, he's got weak foot, which is nice at centre-back. Decent work rates. And he links to a lot of the Leicester players, being Prem. He doesn't have strong links to anyone but the Leicester players, to be honest. But for 200k, he's one of the best value centre-backs in the game right now. He's basically a slightly better version of that, Luis Felipe that we talked about. And yeah, great card. I think if anyone wants to get a top centre-back for cheap, he's one of the best options. ALISSON, for 200k, it's a bit of a bargain. I normally wouldn't recommend people buying these Team of the Season keepers, but 200k, he's got 99 on everything when you put a basic on, which the normal ALISSON doesn't, and he's really quick off the line. That speed is noticeable. Someone got one-on-one against me and I brought him out and he was like Sonic off the line. It does make a difference. Trent, Barely different to his team of the years. Quite a few cards here that aren't very different to the team of the years, but arguably the best right back in the game right now. He's got this weak foot, he's quick, very good physicals, the defending stats are nice. His dribbling and passing, you could even put him in centre mid and he'd be one of the best centre mids in the game. Van Dijk, best centre back in the game. He's about as good as his team of the year. He's got one less acceleration and sprint speed, but with a shadow, he has 99 sprint speed, still on one less acceleration, which barely matters. The passing's unreal. He's very good on the ball. This one actually has an extra aggression. Amazing card. About as good as the other team of the year. Barely noticeable difference. But he's like $500,000 cheaper right now. So it's nice to see that the team of the year has an alternative that's a lot better value. So best centre back in the game. At 2 million coins. It's a lot of coins for a centre back, but he is the best. You get what you pay for. Robertson at 350k. Really good card. Weak foot lets him down a bit, but that is pretty much the only weakness. He could be a bit stronger, but in game he's rapid. His delivery is amazing. Fantastic card. One of the best you're going to use. Aubameyang. I don't think this Aubameyang is good value. He's over 2 million. At 2 million plus coins for a striker, I want 5-star weak foot. He has the traits you want with the finesse shot and the outside the foot trait, but 4-star skill moves and weak foot is nice. The high-low is actually pretty good. If you put him at lamb or striker, his counter-attacks, the through balls, will be really good. But if I'm paying that much for a striker, I want 5-star weak foot ideally. And I don't really want to pay 2 million for a lamb unless I've got a ridiculous team. He will play amazing in game. He will be great. But I'd rather spend that money on Richarlison personally, as good as this Aubameyang will be. Henderson, he is, how much is it right now? 650k roughly. I don't think it's awful value, I don't think it's great value. 3-star, 3-star. If he was 4-star, 4-star, it'd be great value. And you have to think as well, he links to so many Liverpool players, triple link to Trent and Gomez. He is an amazing card, bar the weak foot and skills, which do matter at centre mid, but he's one of the best well-rounded cards in the game. He's nearly 90 plus on all of his face stats. With an engine, he becomes a really, really good player on the ball. He can shoot. His physicals are amazing. His defending's great. He's got 93 defending, but again, that's lowered by heading, which doesn't matter. Fantastic card, and it's nice to see a usable Jordan Henderson for once. And who doesn't want the leadership trait? Kevin De Bruyne, the best card in the game potentially right now. This card now is going for like 3.5 mil. I scored 2 absolute screamers with him. The boost from his team of the year, this is probably the most noticeable boost. He's got like +8 defending, I think it's +2 pace. This card is comfortably better than the team of the year. And when you put him at CDM, he becomes the best CDM in the game right now. He's got the 5-star weak foot, good skill moves, he's rapid. He's like a 98 CDM or something with an anchor. Might be a 99, let me look. Let me compare. He's a 97 CDM, but a 98 can, but you could probably make him a 99 with some of his stats. The card's just crazy, to be honest, and I don't really get how he's got that insane a card. I love De Bruyne, he's one of my favourite players in real life, but that card is just crazy. I actually think at 3.5 million, it is decent value. With how good the Prem team of the seasons are, it's not that hard to link him in, because there's a lot of great players that you can link him around, and he's probably better than Hullet. I don't know if he definitely will be yet, because I've not used the Moments Hullet, but he's definitely better value than that Hullet. He's got better stats than Hullet, but obviously Hullet has that body type, which you can't really make up for. But I'm using it at the moment, and I really like him. He's a joy to use, and he just dictates play from the middle. Son, if anyone didn't see it, I packed this boy, untradeable. He's a first owner. This has been my favourite card to use so far in the team. He has scored some crazy finishes. He feels amazing on the ball. I've said before I don't like using Son on this FIFA. However, this Son I've really enjoyed using. He just feels a bit quicker, not as clunky on the ball. His shot's amazing. He has the finesse shot trait, which I've scored some insane finesses with. Amazing card to use, and I'll be using him in this team for the rest of the year. He's like 1.6 mil. He's a comfortably better card than Aubameyang because of that weak foot. I don't really get why he's this cheap. He's hard to link in, I guess. There's no other Spurs team of the seasons. He doesn't really have any great strong links. But being a Prem player, you only need at winger. You only need 2 links in a lot of the 4-3-3s. Amazing card. I'll use all year. What a pull. Best pull I've had in years on FIFA. Salah, he's nearly the same price as Son, but about 200k cheaper. I'm not going to ever use this card, I don't think, other than maybe for a bit of fun late in the year. On his stats, amazing card. One of the best dribblers in the game. One of the best shots in the game. Passing, rapid. But he has 3-star weak foot. If you gave him 4-star, 1.4 million is reasonable for him. He's got good physicals, but 3-star weak foot, once you get to better players, it's just too predictable. He will be a great card still, but I can't justify that price on a card that has 1 foot. Mane, this card is 1.8. Considering he has the 4-star weak foot and is better stats-wise than Salah anyway, for only 400k more, fantastic card. Links to any of the Liverpool players. I wanted to get him in, but I just couldn't quite afford him. I would have put him in over MAHREZ personally, even off Kem. He's got insane physicals, ridiculous dribbling. It's a decent boost on his team of the year. He's obviously rapid, ridiculous shooting. He's about as good as the team of the year Mbappe. One of the best cards in the game now. And under 2 million, I think he's pretty decent value. And then last but not least, Sergio Aguero. 2.2 million. I say about the weak foot, I don't think this card is awful value. I think he's that good that even without the weak foot, he's okay value, and he'll be amazing to use. I know I said for Aubameyang over 2 mil I wouldn't pay that, but this Aguero, if you compare him, he's got way better agility and balance. Agility and balance is key on this game. Aguero's a lot easier to link into teams, being Argentinian and Man City. He will feel stronger in game than Aubameyang. Did Aubameyang have bad aggression? Yeah, Aubameyang has bad aggression. He has 1 more strength than Aguero, but Aguero has 20 odd more, like 25 more aggression. So Aguero will feel way better in game. I would not recommend that Aubameyang when you've got Aguero as an option. This Aguero will be amazing. He just suits the meta with that dribbling, strong, quick, can finish. He'll be able to finish on his left foot pretty good as well. At the price he's going right now, he's not amazing value when you can get Son or Richarlison. He'll probably be about as good as Richarlison, maybe slightly worse because of the weak foot still. But he'll be a fun card to use, and he'll be one of the best strikers in the game right now. Boys, I hope you've enjoyed this review. The cards that I think, if we go through it quick, that are good value will be SOYUNCU, VARDY, Richarlison, and DIJK, KOVACIC, Henderson, ALISSON. I still think De Bruyne's good value based on that. He's probably the best player in the game right now, other than maybe Moments R9 because he's a striker. Son and Mane, I think, are the good value ones. The fullbacks aren't bad value if you've got a ridiculous team to fit them in. The bad value, I'd say, would probably be Salah, Aubameyang. I don't think Aubameyang's bad value, but not great. Rashford's not the best. But most of these cards are pretty good value. I'm excited for picks later in the week. Hopefully get a few spicy ones of these. Boys, hope you've enjoyed the video. Really appreciate the support. Like, comment, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck with the rest of your weekend.